Peace, peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tune on in before I start building on the subject matter for the day. Hopefully, everybody having a powerful Thursday, keeping it peaceful, keeping it healthy, keeping it centered, balanced, all that good stuff, man. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance to tap in before we start building. Got some real important information to discuss today, man. So how everybody feeling? How everybody living? What's the word, man? How y'all living out here, man? Talk to me before I start talking to y'all. Y'all know how it go. About to be one of those streams where I probably go in a little bit, get some venting off my chest, things of that nature, man. Got some things to say pertaining to this particular subject matter. So again, man, hopefully y'all got a little time to spare, man. Listen to me build. So what's the word, man? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Y'all see the subject matter, man. We talking about real men want peace, not problems. ENT male peace. What's the word? Montel peace. Everything is smooth my way, man. Everything is peaceful my way. Good to see that you doing good, my brother. But everything is peace my way, man. We good, man. We staying positive, staying efficient, productive, all that good stuff. Nikki, peace, queen. What's happening? How you feeling? How you living? CC, peace, queen. What's happening? Tay, peace. What's happening? Yeah, it's still morning in LA for sure. Yeah. Y'all behind a little bit. Y'all behind a little bit on the time, man. It's 102 over here. It's still morning time on the West Coast. But you're up and at them, though. Just J, peace. What's happening? What's happening? What's the word? Yeah, we gotta discuss, man. We gotta again. Manhood is something that we have to discuss on a consistent basis because again, like we said, man, they trying to get rid of manhood, man. They trying to, you talk about manhood, you problematic. It's a problem to talk about manhood, especially as a black man. So you know what I'm saying? We got to continue to let people know what it means to be a man out here. And a lot of times, man, especially in this age of social media, I'm starting to see a lot of brothers go back and forth with women. You know what I'm saying? And to me, the way I was raised, like, that's lame. That's weak and that's whack, going back and forth with a woman, man. That's whack, man. We don't do that. We don't do that. That is not what we do. We do not do that. We don't go back and forth with them. We don't do that. I just want to clear the air on that, man. We do not do that, man. Especially like, and another thing too, man, when it comes to certain things, man, when it pertaining to this social media, a lot of times, man, what you see is you see a lot of people on social media be trying to make themselves appear in a certain light. So a lot of times, man, these people that's out here trying to make themselves look like they righteous, those be the most wicked individuals. So if somebody is striving to go out of their way to make themselves appear to be righteous in the eyes of everybody else, that's one unrighteous and wicked individual. Let your ways and actions speak. See, I don't have to go out of my way to prove I'm righteous or anything along those lines. My ways and actions are going to show and prove that reality for me. I don't have to keep making video after video talking about how righteous I am, talking about how peaceful I am, talking about how healthy I am. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. I don't have to defend that. Again, my reputation speaks for itself. 9 times out of 10, other people will speak for me when it comes to things like that. I don't have to get on here and let y'all know how righteous I am. I have to do that. So when you find brothers, when you see brothers trying to make themselves appear to be righteous, I'm talking about every other video. It's like they trying to make themselves appear to be a certain type of way. It's like, man, that person is wicked. That person is probably guilty of what they are being accused of and things along those lines, man. So you got to watch those individuals, man. Got to watch those individuals. People lying on your name, man. People know the truth. People that know the real you, they know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go. I don't have to go out here. I'm not about to waste my time defending somebody that's lying on me when it's obvious that they're lying. Like at the end of the day, man, like I don't have to do that. I don't have to go out of my way. I don't have to boost up my blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to worry about that. Like I don't have to do that. It's unnecessary, man. My reputation speaks for itself. I done dealt with enough people in life to where they can speak for me, they can vouch for me, and things along those lines, man. The truth, again, what people don't understand, I say this all the time, man. Like we say, the cream shall rise to the top. The cream is symbolic to the truth. The truth is always going to come to the top. The truth is always going to rise to the surface. So I don't need to let everybody know about who I am and how I move. They're going to see that. They're going to see that. They're going to see that. Just most definitely. Most definitely. It's not attractive on both sides. Like I don't have to do it more. 9 times out of 10, it's an ego thing there too. It's an ego thing there too. TZ, peace. What's happening? Kyle, peace. Black Wall, Zeke, peace, peace. What's happening, everybody? Magic Realms, peace. What's happening? So then I want to tie that back to the real man wanting peace, not problems. So when you are a queen, when you are a sister out here and you dealing with a brother, and that brother seems to be problematic, he seems to want war instead of peace. He seems to embrace problems instead of peace. Remove yourself from that situation. And then if you are a brother and you dealing with a sister out here, man, and she is bringing you problems instead of peace, remove yourself from that situation. Remove yourself from that situation. A real man is not about to embrace these problems. For one, we are solution oriented, man. So we going to strive for the solution. We're not going to focus on the problems. We're not going to harp on the problems. We're going to focus on what can we do to solve this? What can we do to solve this issue? The issue has been laid out. What can we do to solve it? If you a sister and you with a man and all he is doing is focusing on the problem, highlighting the problems, you got a problem. You got a problem. Like point blank, period, man. Real man, we dealing with solutions. We don't have time. Like one thing a lot of people don't understand about an actual man is we don't really like to argue. We really do not like to argue. Like arguing is just we cannot stand if we have to argue. We don't have time for that. Like more than likely, we got work to do. We got work to put in. We got work to do. All that arguing is pointless. And vice versa. I know it's plenty of sisters out here that we don't want to argue. You know what I'm saying? So if you get somebody and they seem like that's all they want to do is argue, why do you want to be in said type of situation? Why would you want to be in any situation like that? Why? Why would you want to be with anybody that consistently disturbs your peace? Again, nobody can bring you peace, but they can definitely add on. See, the peace is something that you got to activate, but it can definitely be disturbed. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's like, man, when you come home, and I'm going to speak from a man perspective. I'm going to speak from the man perspective because that's what I am. God is peace, queen. What's going on? The last thing a man want to do when he get to the crib after a long day work is argue, is entertain problems. Like that's a last thing a hardworking man wants to do. And I'm pretty sure the sisters that's in this chat, I'm pretty sure that's the last thing y'all want to hear. When you didn't put in this work all day, sisters, I'm pretty sure you do not want to go home to problems, negativity, arguing, things like that. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. A person that's in tune with themselves, that is the last thing that you want to do when you go, like when you walk through those doors, like that should be a safe zone, man. That should be a safe zone. That should be a peaceful zone. It should be a peaceful zone. It's your safe haven. When you walk through the door, when you walk through the door, that should be your peace right there. That should be your peace. Walking through the door, peace activated instantly. God, man, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that have that perspective. If you don't argue with them, then you don't care about them. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. If we don't go back and forth, now all of a sudden, I don't care about you. Well, if you feel that way, again, that's not a real man because that's childish. That's childish. That's childish right there. If a dude tell you, if you don't argue with me, that means you don't care about me. Like that's childish. That's not a real man at all. Like at all. Yeah, Magic, I'm telling you, man, people definitely, that has been normalized to argue. It's like to argue has been normalized. Like that's something that's healthy. That's something that's normal to argue. Like that's what we do. We normalize it. And we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop normalizing things that's obviously toxic and not adding on to our overall health and well-being. Like I said, it's not like, why are you glorifying the fact that you may get on your man's nerves? Like I seen a lot of sisters that do that. Yeah, I know I get on his nerves, LOL. Like it's funny. Like nothing is funny about that. Or if you got dudes out here, I know I get on her nerves and LOL. Like that's not something to be proud of. It's not a badge of honor because you getting on your partner's nerves. Like, nah, do something about that. Like you should not be getting on their nerves on a consistent basis. That's not something to be proud of at all. That is ridiculous, man. That's toxic. How toxic are we? Yeah, I know I get on her nerves, LOL. Like that's not funny. Like to me, that's not funny at all. Master 2, peace, what's happening? Like there is nothing funny about getting on somebody's nerves. Like if anything, I'm like, dang, man, I'm getting on such and such nerves. What can I do to minimize that? Like what can I do to eliminate that? Like I don't want to be getting on their nerves, you know what I'm saying? Because when they upset, now that is directly or indirectly affecting me. You know, y'all living together, man, it's hard to separate. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for one person to be at peace. If y'all living together, it's hard for one person to be at peace while the other person is chaotic and toxic and negative and mad and frustrated and all that. Like it's hard. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? When that person is disturbed, y'all living together, when your partner is disturbed, that's essentially going to disturb you at some point. Yeah, you may start off good, but if they continue on with being disturbed, then eventually that's going to affect you. That's going to affect you for sure. Nappy Ted, peace. What's going on with you, my brother? D-Tron, peace. What's happening? The 4 beasts revealed. Real man want all the smoke? Nah. The smoke is point. Why do I want all the smoke with my woman? Why do I want all the smoke with a woman? Why do I want that type of smoke? Why do I want to sit here and argue with a woman? What type of smoke is that I want? I don't want no type of smoke like that. That's pointless, man. It's pointless. Pointless. Walker 4-4, my brother. You already know. Zeke, that's definitely what it is, man. Y'all know. Reality TV, the drama-filled TV, man. We definitely have been influenced by that. You ain't gonna have reality TV without the drama. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's categorized under, drama. Forget reality TV, it's drama TV. That's what it is. And a lot of us have been influenced by that. A lot of us, man. A lot of us have been influenced by that reality TV, that drama, that nonsense, that garbage. And then even outside of the reality TV, once we'll watch a movie, we'll watch a show, and it got that same type of drama in it. Like we don't realize what that's doing to us. That's how some of this stuff becomes normalized. We watch it so much, you know what I'm saying? We watch it so much that it seeps into the subconscious or seeps into the subconscious. So now that's how it becomes normalized, man, because that's all we watching. We watching all this drama, whether we on YouTube, whether we watching TV, whether we on Netflix, whatever it is, we tuned into some drama. So subconsciously, it's like, okay, drama is normal. So that's one way all of this drama has become normalized, man, because that's all we tune into. We tap into it and we say it's entertaining. Like that's how we justify watching the drama. That's how we justify tuning into the drama consistently. We write it off as saying, oh, it's entertaining. No. If you got two healthy, you know what I'm saying, two healthy couples, like that ain't entertaining enough. You got two couples that they don't argue, that they ain't fighting one another. That ain't entertaining. That ain't entertaining. They showing you how to build. Like that ain't entertaining. Come on. But then if we fighting, we good. You know what I'm saying? We fighting, everybody tapped in. We fighting, everybody tapped in. Now they entertain because we out here fighting, we out here arguing, we shouting. Everybody tapped in. But then when we building, don't nobody really want to tap into that for the most part in regards to the majority. That ain't entertaining enough. That ain't spicy enough. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight. We got to argue. We got to debate. And we got to do this every other day. We got to do this every other day. Justin, that's what we got to do. Put the fire out. We don't have time for that, man. Like I said, we got to build. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to build. All this arguing and for the most part, man, a lot of the argument stems from like, it's just a misunderstanding, you know? Misunderstanding. And then sometimes it's ego, the ego involved. Somebody just got to be right. Like, forget all of that, man. Drop the ego and come to an understanding. and move on and continue to build. That's what it's about. I don't understand why you would want to be in a situation that is not adding on to your peace. I don't understand, man. Why you want to be in a situation that's taken away from your health? And that's what all that constant arguing is doing. Like, that's what it's doing. Like, that's raising your blood pressure. That's making you more stressed out. And I done already talked about stress in regards to health, in regards to cancer. You're stressed out, that's shrinking your thymus gland. So that's hindering your ability to fight off cancer cells. So why would you want to be in a situation that's stressing you out, hindering your ability to fight cancer cells? And then we wonder why we always sick out here, man, because we in these relationships, man, and we constantly going back and forth, and we be writing this stuff off as, oh, that's love. That means they love me and this, that, and the third. Man, we got to stop all of that, man. And we got to stop that, man. That's nonsense. We normalize the wrong things, man. I didn't heard about people getting abused, get beat by their partner, and they writing it off like that means he loves me and stuff like that. No, that does not. No, that does not. It just doesn't. That's not what that means, man. It's not what that. If you in a situation like that, be strong, leave. I know it's easier said than done for some, because I know it's a psychological situation, but man, you got to leave. You got to leave. Get out of that situation, man. That situation ain't gonna end well. It ain't gonna end well at all. True Black, peace, my brother. What's going on? DJ Elmo, peace. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Intentionally getting on your partner's nerves, like, that's not, because all it takes is for that person to have that one bad day to where they snap, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So why are you bragging and boasting about getting on your partner's nerves? Like, that is ridiculous. At some point, you got to grow up and realize that that's not normal, and that's not something that you should glorify nor condone. I know I get on their nerves. Like, dude, if you know you get on somebody's nerves and you still doing it, you're not good for that person. You don't love that person. If you know you get on somebody's nerves and you still continue to do it, that means you know they triggers. You know exactly what buttons to push to get underneath their skin. That's a dangerous person. And that's why a lot of people have trust issues, man, because you be sharing things with people and they use that stuff against you. And they know exactly what button to push. It's a dangerous person, man. That's a dangerous person, a person that you share information with, and they use that information against you when you are most vulnerable. It's a dangerous person, man. It's a dangerous person. That's a very dangerous person, man. When you share all that information with them and they use it against you at your lowest point in life, they're gonna use all this information against you and make you feel that much worse about yourself when you at your lowest. Dangerous individual. Dangerous individuals, man. And I know plenty of them. Ananias, peace. What's happening? Walker, for sure, man. Peace has got to be valued. Like I said, man, when you walk through the doors, man, if you living with your partner, when you walk through those doors, man, that's supposed to be peace activated, and it should not be disturbed. Point blank, period. Should not be disturbed, man. We got to start normalizing peace a lot more. We got to start normalizing healthy relationships a lot more. We got to start normalizing like healthy conversations instead of arguments. Let's have healthy conversations. That's what should be normalized. Page the hand grenade. Peace. Appreciate that. Corey, definitely, man. Been conditioned, man. Watching these movies, watching these shows, TV, YouTube, even like I said, even on YouTube, we be tuned into the drama. We be tuned into the drama, man. Like they say, controversy sells, man. Drama sells. Like, we be tuned in, we be tapped into the drama. We want to see the drama. We want to see what they fighting about out here. Like, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. So we got to stop glorifying that. We got to stop tapping in and tuning in to the nonsense, man. Like, I get burned out quick on it, man. When I'm tapped in with some people, man, and I see that they going through some things, like, initially I may tap in just to kind of see what's happening. Like, all right, man, what's really going on? Why are people talking about such and such and such and such? So I may watch like the first video or two just to see what's going on. After I do that, man, like, that's it. Like, I no longer care about the situation. once I see that it's all about drama and they continuing to go back and forth. I may watch like 1 or 2 videos just so I can get a clear understanding of what's actually going down. And then I'm done, man. I ain't got time for the drama. I ain't got time to see people go back and forth. I ain't got time to watch people go back and forth. Like, I just don't care. At the end of the day, it's going to be he say, she say type deal. Who has time for that? So after I get the accounts from both sides, I'm good. I'm not entertaining anything outside of that because I know I really don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? What's the point of tapping into the drama? So I can take a side? Like, what is that going to do? I'm team such and such. Like, what are you about to get? What's your reward for tuning into the drama of 2 other people and choosing a side? What is your reward, man? That's what I want to ask people. What is your reward? What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? When you see a black couple at odds, they going back and forth on social media, and you choose a side, what is your reward? How do you benefit from that? Like, literally, how do you benefit from that? What's the benefit to choosing a side right there? What's the benefit? Somebody let me know what the benefit is, because to me, there is no benefit in that. And when I see that there is no benefit in it, I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out. I don't have like, choosing a side is not going to do anything for my life. So again, I really don't care at the end of the day. Like, yeah, I heard both sides. I seen what they was talking about. Then all right, I don't care anymore. Once I see what the fuss is about, I realize it really ain't nothing. I really don't even care. So then I'm done. But I'm gonna see what the fuss is about so I can stay in the know a little bit. But once I see what the fuss is about, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Once I see it's a continuous thing, done with it, man. I'm not about to keep watching people go back and forth. Like I said, back in the day, I used to be one of the ones. I'm going back and forth with everybody on Facebook, YouTube, whatever platform I was on, but I'm going back and forth with everybody. You said something on like, I'm responding. You respond, I'm responding again. I'm getting the last word. That's ego. That was all ego talking. I got to get the last word. I got to prove my point. Oh, wow, you never going to convert somebody to your reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's all ego at the end of the day, man. So I dropped the ego, man. I don't be arguing with people. The only people that I would take my time out to really respond to are people that I know personally. People that I know personally. People that can reach out to me and contact me via phone or something like that, or they know where my gym is at. Like, people like that. Those are the people I may take the time out to respond to. It's like, hold on, man. You're not about to get on this platform and talk greasy on my post when you know me personally. I may respond to you. But other than that, man, I don't even care, man. I don't even care to convey a certain point to a person on social media. What is my point? What's the point? At the end of the day, they gonna see it how they see it. That's it. At the end of the day, that's all it's about. They gonna see it how they see it. They gonna see how they see it. So we both wasting time trying to convert each other to each other's reality. Like, that's it. Like, that's what we doing. So at that point, man, once I realize that's what it's about, I'm removing myself from the conversation, from the dialogue. Oh, Nappy, for sure. For sure. I point that out all the time, man. Like, a lot of time, like when it happens in reality, you know what I'm saying? Like when something destructive happens to us in reality, then we sit, we complain about it, we cry, we say we need to stop, you know what I'm saying? We need to stop killing each other. We need to stop doing this, that, and the third. Then we go tap in to things that's feeding that agenda, whether it's music, whether it's what we watching on social media, or whether what we watching on Netflix and Hulu and all that type of stuff, whatever you got. So you feed the agenda. Then when it actually happens, when it actually manifests, then we surprised, we shocked, we sad. Dude, that's the law of reciprocity. Like, we get in, we receive collectively what we dish out, man. And collectively, that's what we dish out, man. We feed the agenda. So that's what we're gonna receive collectively. That's what we're gonna receive. That's what we receive collectively, man, because that's what we dish out. That's what we tune into. Collectively, that's the frequency that we own as a people. We tune into that destruction, and that just feeds the agenda. And that's why a lot of this stuff comes full circle, comes right back to us. And we wonder why, because that collective energy, man, that's a thing. Just like they got a collective unconscious. Like, that is a thing, man. That collective energy, man, it be indirectly impacting all of us. So that's why I be so adamant about trying to shift the paradigm, shift the minds of the people, because indirectly this stuff affects us. Because that's that collective energy, that collective consciousness, that collective unconscious. that DNA that we share. Like, come on, man. We tune into the destruction, but then when it happens, we all surprised and we shocked and we sad. Can't believe this is happening. Listen, the song you just listened to on your way to work talked about a brother shooting somebody in the head. So then when it happens, what do you mean you can't believe this type of stuff is happening out here? You just on your way to work was listening to that. So how are you surprised that it's happening? What you think they rap, like where you think they got the inspiration to rap about the stuff from? Like, come on, man. Come on. Now we got to realize what we really own and what we really doing. Like, that's what we really got to realize that, man. We don't be realizing, man, what we really be tapped into from a frequency standpoint, man. From a frequency standpoint, that is literally what we tapped into, man. We tapped into that destruction. We watching that destruction, and therefore it's going to manifest itself. It's going to continue to manifest itself as long as the majority of us are tapped in to that frequency. Thunder, peace, what's happening? Judge Jay, definitely supposed to cover one's vulnerability, man. Like, and the thing of it is, man, it's like stuff, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't safe out here, man. You really got to watch who you share stuff with, man, because it's not a safe world out here, man. People grimy. People grimy, and people wonder why a lot of people have trust issues, man. That's why when people be criticized, oh, man, you need to open up. I'm not so quick to give a person that advice. Nah, be mindful of who you choose to open up to. I'm not just gonna instantly tell somebody, man, you need to let your guards down, man. You need to open up out here. Nah, I'm not gonna be quick to say that, because it's probably a reason why they not so quick to open up. They done been burned a few times. They didn't open up to the wrong people, and it done burned them. And that's where the trust issues stem from. So nah, keep your guards up. Do the knowledge to this person before you open up to him. That's how it's supposed to go. Black Wall, man, I'm telling you, that's one of Nick, peace, what's going on? But Black Wall, that's one of the most dangerous things you could do to a person. Is use some things that hit home for them, that they share with you. Worst thing you can do is use that against them. Airview, peace, what's happening? True Black, man, I'm telling you, where all you got to do is go outside, you're going to see the drama, man. So not only do we get the drama from reality itself, then we tap back into the drama. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just drama filled people. And again, we wonder why things don't turn out in our favor collectively, because we drama filled, man. Got to get away. We got to do away with that drama and that nonsense. Sneaky peace, what's happening? CC for sure. Yeah. Relationships should only be for emotionally and mentally healthy individuals. People can't understand that. A lot of times what you see is two broken people trying to heal one another. How I'm supposed to heal you when I'm broken? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's what we see. Two broken people trying to heal one another. Like, no, that's not going to end well. You have two broken individuals trying to heal one another. So I'm going to neglect the fact that I'm broken, and I'm going to try to fix you. But I couldn't fix myself. And a lot of times that's what you have here in these relationships, man. You got two broken individuals trying to heal one another. Does not end well. Thunder, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Some people, whole platforms just revolve around that type of stuff, man. Like, whole platform just revolves around the drama. There's drama, just getting into it with other people, just name dropping and that type of stuff. Like, whole platform. Like, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. But I understand why that happens, because again, that's part of the agenda. That's what they want to happen. So that's one of the reasons why we consistently see it. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Like, I don't have time. I don't know about y'all. That stuff is draining. Like, when problems are thrown, like, that is draining. Like, dude, I don't want to keep hearing. Like, it's a solution to every problem. I can't spend an hour talking about a problem. All you need to do is address the problem and say, okay, we have a problem. Here is the problem. Now, everything outside of that should be solution oriented, man. We ain't got to be talking about a problem for an hour. We don't have to do that. Every problem has a solution. Literally, man. Every problem. Every problem. There's no problem that don't have a solution. Dethrone, and that's crazy. And I ain't even if it's a listen, that's a little girl that loves to see their man angry. But I've heard that type of stuff, man. That's just a little girl mentality. Are you sexy when you mad? Are you cute when you mad? Like, no. If you possess that type of mentality, you are part of the no, you are the problem. If you possess that type of mentality, you are the problem. If you think it's cute, sexy for people to be upset, you are the problem. You are the problem. That's a dangerous perspective to have, thinking that it's cute and sexy for somebody to be upset. That's dangerous. You do not want to be with a person like that. You do not want to be with a person like that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Janice, definitely weird. Definitely. That's big time weird. A lot of stuff that these people are doing these days are just weird. Like, but again, sometimes I understand what they're doing it for. Because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, what it's all about, people out here trying to get paid. People out here trying to get, you know what I'm saying, they subscribers up, they followers up. So they trying to do whatever it is that can generate them attention. That's all people doing, man. If they okay, drama. If drama gonna generate me that attention, then that's what I'm gonna do. You have people out here, man. You have a lot of people out here, man, that years ago was speaking highly of black women. Matter of fact, that's how they built their whole platform, talking highly of black women. Then now all of a sudden, black women have turned to trash because now everybody see that there's revenue in being divisive between a black man and black woman. See, it's revenue in that. See, so they didn't jump ship now. 10 years ago, the black woman was this, that, and the third. She was on that pedestal. You was worshiping the black woman. Now it's like, nah, the black woman ain't nothing. Because you see it's revenue in it. It's revenue to tear down that sister now. It's revenue to tear down that sister. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead, tear it down. Now it's revenue in it. I get paid now. I can get my subscribers up. See, that's controversy. So that's what people on, man. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I'm not feeding any agenda like that. I'm not feeding any agenda that the oppressor has set up for my people to fail. Like, I'm not feeding any agenda like that. No. Oh, just, man, definitely got to recalibrate when it comes to that. Because at the end of the day, people are going to think what they want, just like you said. No matter if it's a lie, no matter if it's a reality. People are going to think what they want. People are going to believe what they want to believe. That is an actual fact, 100% of the time. So that's why I just don't even bother. Like I said, back in the day, I would go, I'm talking about, man, I would spend, man, if anybody on here was part of my original Facebook page, they would know what I'm talking about. Man, I spent a whole day arguing with somebody on Facebook. As long as they keep commenting, man, I'm going to keep responding. Like, come on. I was ready for it, man. I was ready for it. I wanted all the smoke, as they say. Anytime somebody said something, man, I was going back and forth with them, man. I was getting into it with every group you can imagine back in the day. I was getting into it with Moors, Hebrew Israelites, Christians, Catholic, everybody. Everybody. I was going at everybody. And if you responded, I'm responding. I ain't got time for it, man. I was going to get the last word, man. That was just all, like I said, all ego, man. And at the end of the day, people still believe what they wanted to believe. People still thought how they wanted to think. I didn't change anything by going back and forth with him trying to get the last word. So I just wasted all that time and energy. And I could have utilized that time and energy to do something more efficient and productive. So nah, that's dead. When people see me on Facebook now, when somebody say something I ain't too fond of, man, I'm probably gonna respond 2 or 3 times. Like I said, if it's a person that personally knows me, and then I'm gonna essentially just drop it. I'm essentially going to drop it. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. I'm not going to continue to do that. I'm not. You could try, but it's not going to work. Oh, Anais, hey, you got to trademark that. What entertains you enters you. Hey, Anais that's a bar right there, man. That's nice. It's nice. That's nice. Oh, Jay, for sure. So my brothers say opening up this generation is one of the dumbest things you could do, for sure. I mean, you know, honestly, I mean, I would say opening up like too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really keep your guards up and be mindful when you choose to open up. Then once you choose to open up, man, from that point on, you got to understand the consequences that may come with that. So once you choose to open up, after thoroughly examining the situation that you in and the person that you potentially gonna open up to, it's like, all right, I made the decision, I'm gonna open up to this person. Whatever comes from this, gonna come from this, man. It's the consequences, man. I'm accepting all consequences that stem from me opening up to this person. So we got to accept the consequences that stem from opening up to this person after a thorough investigation. Hey, hey, put the hand on the stove too many times, man. Eventually we gotta learn. Eventually we gotta learn, man. That stove is on. I ain't gonna put my hand on that stove. I ain't gonna keep burning myself now. So Renzo, my brother, appreciate the donation. To Renzo, 100% of the time, man. And a lot of the stuff, some of our problems, a lot of our problems, like I said, a lot of it stems from the upbringing, you know, the way we was raised, the way we was brought up. A lot of that we carry on over to adulthood. And a lot of us have suppressed these issues so much that, like, when the stuff manifests, like, we claim to not know where the stuff is stemming from because we didn't suppressed it over the years too often. Every time the problem comes up, we suppress it. We distract ourselves instead of dealing with the actual problem. So we got to start dealing with the problems as they arise, man, as they come up. Stop running from them, man. Run through them joints, man. Like I said, every problem has a solution. So what you running from that problem for is it's a solution to this problem. Solution. It's a problem for a reason. Because there is a solution. It must be solved. Literally. So stop playing. Stop playing with us, man. Every problem, there is a solution. So that's why I'm not phased in life, man. Like, I really don't be phased because, again, if I'm presented with a problem, I know and understand at the end of the day, yeah, I'm presented with a problem, but guess what? There is a way to solve this problem. So from that point forward, that's what I'm focusing on. Like, okay, here's the problem. All right, here we go. Solution time. That's it. God is deep. That, man, the problem 100% of the time. Like I said, they got a problem with me, they can come find me, man. But I stand on that. They are the problem. Yeah, just man, that if anybody that knows me was on here, they would know. Biggest pet peeve I have. If I'm dead serious, like I'm talking about, if I'm dead serious, or if I'm frustrated, or if I'm annoyed, and you laugh, that's a pet peeve. I do not like that. I will call you out on that every time. Like, man, what is you laughing for? Ain't nothing funny. I'm gonna let you know that every time. If there's anybody that knows me on this, do not laugh, do not smile when I'm upset. Like, I'm not going to take that too kindly. Like, I'm not going to appreciate that at all. And I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna let it slide at all. I'm gonna call you out on that every time. Like, dude, ain't nothing funny when I'm sitting here dead serious. Like, no, there's nothing funny about that. Nothing funny about that. Nothing. Like, I don't find anything. Like, I'm not going to let you think that it's okay to do it. Like, I'm not going to let anybody think that it's okay to laugh while I'm upset. No. I stop that every time. You got to let people know, like, nah, this ain't okay. So every time you do it, I'm gonna let you know. You better stop laughing while I'm upset. Like, this ain't gonna fly. It's not acceptable. You know, so I ain't got time for that, man. You just gotta let people know what you ain't got time for. You're not about to be laughing. That's disrespectful. You're not about to be laughing while I'm upset, especially when I'm trying to convey a point, things like that, man, and just express myself, whatever the case may be. Nothing funny about it. You better learn to control that laughter. You better learn to control your emotions on that day, because it's not gonna fly. I don't want to hear any excuse. I don't want to hear any excuse. Like, there's nothing funny, nothing to smile about when we upset. There's nothing funny about it. Chris, 100% right and exact, man. I'm telling y'all, We have been pimped by our own people too many times, man. They have used black consciousness to reel in the people, to reel in us black folks, black consciousness, man. They pick a side, man. I'm either gonna talk highly about the black man, boom. I'm gonna talk highly about the black woman. I'm gonna choose my side, and I'm gonna get all of them to fool with me, and I'm gonna sell them all type of programs. I'm gonna scam a lot of them out their money. Then next thing you know, they letting you know. First of all, they telling you how wicked white people are, this, that, and the third. They telling you this. They telling you this for like 5, 6, 7 years. Then you look up, and their whole perspective has shifted. If they was big enough black men, now all of a sudden black men are trash. Then they was telling you white people are evil, and now they doing business with nothing but white people. They was telling you about Jews, and now they doing business with nothing but Jews. They was telling you to buy black and support black people, support black businesses. Whole while they don't even do it. Like, they be doing that, man. This stuff be happening out here. Because again, when I went to college, man, and I was studying business, got the whole business degree. I'm gonna tell y'all one of the favorite demographics of all people. Everybody's favorite demographic, black people. Man, you can make a lot of money off black people. And some black people know this. Some black people know this. You could make a lot of money off black people. Other ethnic groups know this. So that's why they set up shop in black neighborhoods. And it's some black people that pimp other black people because they know this. I don't know if y'all know this, man, but the black dollar is a powerful thing. A lot of people aspire to get the black dollar. A lot of people aspire to market and advertise to the black community. So the black demographic is popular. And I get a lot of black people to fool with me, I'm gonna make a lot of money. Make a lot of money. Make a lot of money. I'm gonna make my congregation gonna be full of black women. My congregation gonna be all black men. I'm gonna get them. Whole while I'm deceiving them. Whole while I'm saying something to them, but I ain't living that way of life. I don't even believe this. I'm just trying to get one of these groups to support me. I'm trying to get all the black men on my team. I'm trying to get all the black women to rock with me. So then once I get that, I'm gonna get the money from them. Then once I generate this wealth, that's it. Now I'm selling out. Now I'm finna work with the Jews, because what's gonna happen is this is what happens. See, when people build up these platforms, right? These Jews, like the white folks, they seeing it. They say, oh, okay, such and such got 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's all black people. We want to tap into that market. We want to tap into that person. So they want to do business with you. They want to do business with that individual. And that's when the selling out starts to happen. That's when the selling out starts to happen, man. When the white folks, when these Jews, the people with money start seeing that you building your platform, they want to now do business with you because they know it's beneficial to work with a person that can tap into a large amount of black people. That's when the selling out starts to occur. They like, man, listen, for $500,000, you know what I'm saying? We gonna establish this deal. That's what be happening, man. I'm telling y'all, that is exactly what be happening, man. When they see that platform, when they see this brother, when they see this sister and built up this platform and got the black folks all manipulated, they're like, cool, I want to work with you. Here's a check. And a lot of people accept that check. A lot of people gonna accept that check. They're like, oh man, they offer me a ton of money. They offer me a ton of money to continue to deceive my people and scam them and get money from them. Whole while they really making the most money. Knowledge, peace, what's happening? I'm just letting y'all know what's happening, man. That's literally how the game go. If y'all think it go otherwise, I feel sorry for you, but that's literally how the game is going out here, man. They paying attention, man. You best believe these Jews, these white folks, they are on these platforms and they trying to see, all right, man, who tapped in with the black community? Who tapped in with the black community? We want to work with that person. We gonna get them to sell out. Once they build up that platform, we watching. They watching the whole time. They saw you when you was at 10,000. They saw you when you hit 50,000. They saw when you got over 100,000. They like, okay, he popping now. Let's get him. Let's get it. Let's hit him with this deal that he cannot refuse. This offer he cannot refuse. And there you go. Red, you say what's the cash app? If you, I appreciate the people who sent the cash out, by the way, but there go the cash out for those who want to know. But I seen a comment that I wanted to respond to. Lindell, peace, my brother. What's happening? Man, y'all dropping some jewels in the comments, man. I be having a hard time, man. Y'all be dropping some jewels along with me dropping the jewels, man. It be hard to tap in all the comments, man. That's why I always appreciate these streams, man. It's just always peace, man. It's always jewels being dropped, whether it's me dropping the jewels or whether it's the comments, man. So it's always a beautiful thing, man. D-Tron, man, for sure. That trick, man, that is triggering for sure. I can't stand it. Like, I was that way as a youngin'. Like, so it's like something that I've always been that way. You know, I've always been that way. It's always been that way. I mean, when you laughing, when I'm like dead serious, like I always felt like that was a problem. You know, and a lot of times, and some of that even is ego. You know what I'm saying? When you a dude of my stature, man, you just think somebody taking you as a joke, and you don't necessarily too much like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that can stem from the ego, man. But at the end of the day, I just don't feel like that's tolerable nor right. Even if I'm doing it, like it's just disrespectful, no matter who it's coming from. It's never respectful to just laugh at a person or smile at a person when, like, in the heat of a moment, man, when they frustrated. You know, that's never really acceptable, man. Like, that's never acceptable. That's never something one should tolerate, no matter what the reasoning is. Like, that's just not cool to do. Especially if a person is pouring their heart out, things like that, man. Like, it's a moment to be serious. Like, if that's the time, like, that's the time to control your emotions. Whatever your justification for it is, like, that's the time to control all of that. That's like, all right, I may have a legit reason for smiling and laughing, but this ain't the time for that. This ain't the time for that, man. Like, smile and laugh when it's over, when you're not with that person. But don't do it right in front of the person, man, because there's nobody on the planet that really, not too many people on the planet. I can't speak for everybody, but I know a lot of people ain't too fond of people just laughing and all that type of stuff, man, when they are angry, when they upset. It just ain't, that just ain't cool. That ain't cool at all, man. It just will never be cool, never be something to tolerate. It's not cool. That's the perfect time to master your emotions, master your responses. Like, that's the time. It's a time and a place for everything. The time and place for laughter is not when somebody is mad. It's just not it. The wife is in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. And I don't even think it's the passion, man. Some people legit like that. You can tell the difference between somebody being passionate about something versus somebody being legit angry. Those are nowhere near the same. You can easily tell passion, because if I'm talking about something that's near and dear to my heart, like, I'm passionate about it. But man, when you do something that violates me, I'm angry. Like, you violated me, disturbed my peace. I wasn't tripping before then, and now you did something to violate me. Now I'm angry. Forget that. No. It's people that think that right there is sexy. Like, no, it's people that think when they violate their particular person and they respond accordingly, that is sexy to them. No, that's dead. There's nothing sexy about violating a person. Then when they get angry, oh, that's sexy. It's literally people that believe that. There's a whole thing. You can tell when somebody passionate about something. You can tell when it's passion. Now we can tell when something is passion, man. Like, we can tell the difference between being passionate, being angry. When you walk through the door and you done had a hard day of work, last thing you feel like doing is going off. You know what I'm saying? So if you walk through that door and somebody violates you, somebody do something that's not to your liking, that's all you angry, you frustrated, you annoyed, because this supposed to be your place of peace. And now somebody did something to disturb the peace. So now you frustrated. You frustrated. And some people legit think that is cool. They love that. They love to see that. They love to see that. Like, that's not cool. That passion is when that brother is talking about something that's near and dear to his heart. That passion is what I'm doing when I do the fitness thing, when I'm talking about fitness, when I'm talking about that's when that passion comes out. When I start talking about the black struggle, this black information, that's when the passion come out. When I start talking about the stuff that I'm talking about now, that's when the passion comes out. You didn't have to provoke me to get this passion up out of me. When you got to provoke a person to get a response, like that's passion is gone. You had to provoke that person to get a response. That's nope. You provoked them. They responded like they angry, they frustrated. Anything that you have to provoke a person to get that out of them, it's not cool. Like that passion is going to come out naturally. You ain't got to provoke me for me to start talking about some of the things that's near and dear to me, where you can see the passion. But when you going out of your way to provoke a person, man, to make them upset because you find it cute and sexy that they get up, like the way they get upset, like no, and no. Oh, Detroit. Okay, now I know who you. Okay, all right, we got you. Just Jay, we definitely where the money is. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, when I was in college, man, in these business courses, I'm telling y'all, the black dollar. I'm telling y'all, these companies, they literally had departments to where they was figuring out ways to market, to advertise to African Americans because they felt like that was a valuable market. Like I cannot make this up. I can go retrieve some of my old college textbooks that's overpriced. And it's literally sections in there. They was like, man, so a lot of these big corporations, I mean, they spend millions of dollars trying to get into the psychology of black people. Literally, the marketing department spends millions of dollars, depending on the corporation, to figure out how the mind of the black person works so they can advertise to that person. So that's why when I tell people some of the decisions that you make are not on your own free will, I mean that. Subliminal messaging is real. You have been influenced and persuaded. To crave some of the things that you crave, to want some of the things that you want. You think you making a decision on your own free will. You don't know and understand the whole time you've been hypnotized. Whole time. You don't even realize it. I'm telling y'all, man, this is real in the field. Like these corporations spend millions of dollars studying the minds of black people. Y'all already know that we done been used as like science experiments. We ain't got to talk about Tuskegee and all that type of stuff. So you already know they do us like that. But they literally, like the black mind is fascinating. They need to figure out ways to market, to make money off of the black people because our dollar is valuable to them, man. They do this. They spend large amounts of money to study us, literally, to study our minds, to study our psyche. This is happening. We cannot make this up. Like this is literally what they are doing, man. This real and feels right and exact. Like that's what's happening. So that's why you got a lot of black people that they prey on that. They prey on that. They're like, look, man, all these other coaches, you know what I'm saying, making money off our people. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna manipulate them. I'm gonna deceive them. They gonna trust me more because I look like them. I mean, come on now. If I get all the black people riled up and tell them how wicked the white folks are, like, man, yeah, they are wicked. They are this, that, and the third. Woo, woo, woo. Now I get them riled up, man. They ain't no telling. Ain't no telling how much wealth I can generate off of that. Like I said, if that's your message and the people decide to fund you off of that message, cool. But don't sell your people out, man. Don't sell your people out. Because again, you don't need to sell your people out, man. Your people got you. When you rocking for your people, when you a black man and you rocking for black people, man, your people got you. Your people got you, man. Your people got you. Contrary to popular belief, your people got you, man. Your people got you. Your people got you. It ain't no need to do them like that. It ain't no need to scam. Like the crazy thing is, why are you scamming them? You got people that's willing. You got black people that's willing to give you $5,000 to $10,000 for whatever course or whatever it is you selling them. So if they willing to give you that, why are you scamming them? They already telling you that they willing to support you. Why do you need to scam them? Why do you feel like you need to sell them out, man? Your people got you. Your people got you. Stop playing, man. Your people got you, man. Like black people some cool people, man. When we really fool people, man, we gonna support them. So that's why it almost hurts us. Like when we found out that a person had sold us out, that we was rocking with, that we thought had the knowledge of self. We be so hurt and traumatized. Like, hey, man, I can't believe such and such did that, man. Can't believe such and such on this now. Like it hurts us, man, because we really thought we had one. we really thought we had. We're like, man, it's a genuine sister. It's a genuine brother. Then 10 years later, they done sold out and changed their whole message. It's like, man, it hurts. That hurts when it's coming from your own people, man. That hurts. It hurts when it's coming from somebody that you thought was genuine, man. That looks like you, man. That hurts. That hurts. Like it hurts, man. Like I'm telling y'all, man. That's something that's very painful. That's something that's very painful, man. When you've been supporting, you've been rocking with the content of a brother or sister for so long, and then you turn around and then they hope like everything that you was rocking with them for, they done went left. They done strayed away from the original message, man, that made you tap in the first place. Like, man, that is saddening, man. That's saddening. And then it ain't like that they evolved into like a better message. It's something that's counterproductive to what they were saying. Like that hurts us, man. D-Tron, what you say, man? I'm gonna put this up on the board, not on the board, on the screen. He say, got a serious question, King. What to do if I need sex? See, first of all, I'm gonna stop you right there. It ain't a need at this point. You gotta have control. You gotta have control. You gotta change the word. See, right now you think it's something that you need. It's something that you want. So I gotta stop you right there. Replace the word need for want. That's what you gotta do. Replace the word need for want. See, you need food, you need water, you need air. You do not need the sex. It's something that you want, though. So that's first and foremost. We got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So what do I do if I want sex? You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. But what do I do if I need sex, but I don't want to fuck with the girl that I was having sex with, girlfriend, and neither want to be out there dealing with every other woman that comes my way? Again, change the need to want. And then you got to be patient, my brother. Got to be patient. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself first and foremost. Whatever it is that you need to be building right now, focus on building that. And when you focus on that, the right woman will come along. And then once that right woman comes along, you will know. And then everything will unfold according to that. That want will be fulfilled. But just focus on yourself, man. Life is bigger than you wanting sex right now, man. You got some things that you must build. You got some things that you must get in order that's bigger than that. Focus on those things. Focus on those things. Everything is going to unfold according to that concentration, that focus, that energy. So focus on those things. Don't focus on that. And I know you focusing on it hard because you feel like it's something that you need. So that means you concerned about it. You focused on it because you didn't made that out to be a need when it's really just a want. So at this point, it's all about discipline. It's all about self-control. Have the discipline, have the self-control. So that's what it's about. Yeah, knowledge for sure. See, and I don't deal with faith at all. It's a book called Faith versus Facts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't deal with faith at all. I don't have faith in people. What I do is I observe the ways and actions of a person. And I gather the data, which is the facts. I gather the facts based off of my observation of said individual, and I roll according to those facts that the person presented to me via their ways and actions. That way, I don't have to have faith in the person. That person gave me the facts about themselves. And I made a decision based on the facts that I collected, based on the facts that they presented. So there is no faith around here. I'm going to go based off of the facts that you give me. I'm collecting the data, man. I'm collecting it. So we ain't even got to deal with the faith, having faith in people. Nah, we going to deal with the facts because people going to present you with the facts. They going to present you with the data, man. They going to present you with it. William, man, emotional maturity, man. We got to have that 100%. Master tool, got to have discipline, man. Discipline, self-control, consistency, all that type of stuff. Ronaldo, you say, what is the best to overcome a sugar addiction? Fasting. Water fast, man. Hit some water fast. That's the best way to overcome the addiction to artificial sugar. Fast. Then go on some green detoxes, man. So eat a lot of veggies and things of that nature, man. So you fast, do some water fasting, and just do some days where you eat nothing but veggies, man, nothing but greens. That'll help you overcome that addiction, man. But fasting, tried and true method in regards to overcoming the sugar addiction. Just, hey, for sure. But again, you more powerful than the ovulation. You more powerful than your hormone. Like, listen, I get it. We more powerful than that, though. We more powerful than that. We got more power over that type of stuff than we know. Not saying it's going to be easy, but we do have more power over this stuff than we would like to admit. But we definitely got the power to control all of that, man. You the master. You are the master. The emotions ain't the master of you. The hormones don't master you. You are the master. You literally have control over all of this type of stuff, man. You are in control. You are the master. The hormones, the emotions, the feelings, they are not the master. You are. You are. I just want y'all to remember that, man. You are the master. You control all of that. Gee, nah, I don't smoke. I never smoked at all. I ain't even got no legit reason other than I used to have a bunch of respiratory issues and I never just got into smoking. But I don't smoke. Master 2, you say, what are my thoughts on mathematics being created from astrology? I'm going to say mathematics was always in existence, man, because that was the first, that's what they say, man, the first language of the universe, mathematics. So I'm going to say everything stems from mathematics. Because even what people don't be understanding what mathematics literally means, man, a lot of times people think you got to just deal with numbers in regards to mathematics, man. But we talking about patterns and things like that. That's what like mathematics, like you talk about geometry, you dealing with shapes, you dealing with stuff like that. So people don't understand how deep mathematics really is. It's bigger than numbers, man. Like I said, you get into geometry and things like that. You talking about shapes, you dealing with patterns, stuff like that. So when you really look at mathematics in its totality, mathematics preceded everything. And everything stems from the mathematics, the study of patterns. And that includes astrology, astronomy, that includes all of that. Because it's all mathematics. Builder of truth, you say, how would you suggest overcoming binge eating? Fasting, listen, fasting solves all of that. But again, with that, man, you got to have it's discipline. And that's one thing. That's why I tell everybody to fast, because fasting instills the discipline and the self-control. Once you are able to fast on water for 24 or 48 hours, man, that's discipline, man. That's letting you know you mastering your hunger, because at the end of the day, we don't really be hungry. You know what I'm saying? So when you're able to go 24 or 48 hours, you start to realize that reality. Like, I'm not really hungry. I went 48 hours without food, so I don't really need to eat. You know what I'm saying? I went 48 hours without food, did just fine. So that's when you start to really master the hunger pains and all that type of nonsense, man. Fasting. Fast once a week. Once a week, go 24 hours, man, with no food, just water. If you got any type, if you trying to overcome binge eating, if you trying to kick the sugar habit, fast. One day out of the week, 24 hours. Then once you master that one day a week, every other week, do 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, start doing things like that. And that's going to help you with more than just, you know what I'm saying, binge eating and kicking the sugar habit. Like, that's going to help with mental clarity. That's going to help with consistency. That's going to help with discipline, self-control. So that's going to help you in general, just in life. Sneaky. Hey, that's crazy. Because Sneaky say he grew up mad at the madness. Grew up mad at the madness. It's a lyric. Somebody came up with a lyric, man. I think it was K Reno that had a lyric. And I can't That made me think of the lyric, man, but I can't quote it verbatim, man. I forgot how the lyric goes, man. When that lyric crosses my mind, I'm gonna be sure to share it with you. But Sneaky, that makes me think of a K Reno lyric. Talk about basically being upset at the fact that people are upset, like stuff like that. Like it's crazy how that worked. Master Tool, ooh, you say what's the book recommendation for today? I don't even know if I got my book by me that I'm reading, man. I'm reading a book by right now I'm reading a book by W.E.B. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois right now, man. I'm reading Dark Water from W.E.B. Du Bois. Always interesting when I'm studying W.E.B. Du Bois because y'all know back in the day, see, it's nothing new under the sun. They didn't always position black people to go against one another. So back in the day of W.E.B. Du Bois, you know, he wasn't too fond of Garvey. And then him and Booker T. Washington had you know what I'm saying, little situations, man. But he had a lot of negative things to say in regards to Marcus Garvey and his perspective and approaches and all of that. So this ain't nothing new, man. We done been, the divide and conquer strategy done been intact, man. The divide and conquer strategy was implemented way back in the day when W.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey was alive. Jay, all right, we'll put that up. You say, I'm just curious regarding that past question. What would you say is the best thing to do or say to a woman who withholds sex? Would that be grounds for leaving a woman when in a relationship? Emphatically, no. I don't think that's grounds for leaving the woman. I don't think that's grounds for leaving that woman. If anything, that's going to let you know that that woman views her body as a temple, and she not about to just let her guards down too quick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's grounds for leaving the woman. No. If anything, you know what I'm saying, do the knowledge to her. Like, she withholding sex. So okay, so why? You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the why, it's like, okay, cool. All right. She wanna make sure the next time she has sex is with the right person. It's like, then if you feel like that right person should be you, then become that right person. Become that right man. But no, I don't think that's grounds to leave the woman. If that's all you after, then it's grounds to leave the woman. Like, if that's literally all you after, like, then okay, that's grounds to leave. Oh, knowledge. Always let people be what they are. I ain't never trying to change an individual, man. You just gonna have to be. You gonna have to be that. You gonna have to be that, man. Whatever you done showed me, to me, that's who you are. Whatever you done showed me, to me, that's who you are. Rob, peace. What's happening? MC, peace. What's happening? Montel, man, listen, man. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you. My pops gave me a jewel back in the day that I actually listened to. My pops said, man, if you master math, you will have no problems in life. He literally told me, he's like, man, if you just master math, like if you master math, he was like, you will not have problems in life in regards to earning revenue, all of that type of stuff. He said you will not have any problems in life once you master math. And at first I was like, man, what are you talking about? Because y'all know back in the day when we was taking classes like trigonometry, you was like, man, what's the point? I never do this type of stuff once I'm out of this classroom. But man, I understand it now. My pops told me, he said, man, if you just know how to do math, you will be all right in life. If you master math, all aspects of math, you master math, you'll be okay in life. And that is an actual fact, man, just mastering math. Oh, Janice, hey, the only time you may see negativity from this particular channel is when I gotta let people know a harsh reality. And that ain't really even negativity at that particular point. It's just a harsh reality that needed to be stated or said. Dominique, I ain't even peep you, man. You up in here, what you on job number 250? Yeah, Thunder WEB and versus Booker T. Like, this back in the day when they had the weird mustaches and goatees and all that type of stuff, man. Like, back in them days, and we were still out here going at it with one another. The ego was still involved, you know what I'm saying? So this has been out here. Tony, I have not read that, but that's on my bucket list to read that joint. That's on my bucket list to read that joint, man. And I don't think I got any books that's by me right now. I got some little philosophy books, you know what I'm saying? A little philosophy book that deals with like Sufism. It's a good little joint. The Inner Life. I ain't even about to try to pronounce the name here. I ain't even gonna mess the name up, man. But The Inner Life, it's a real solid book. See if I got another book around here that I posted this joint on the community board, whatever you call that joint. Racial Matters, that's a good joint. And then for all my history buffs, I got a book for y'all. Mau Mau in Kenya. So if you a history buff, you like history, this is a pretty good read, man. I read this book some years ago. Mau Mau in Kenya. As y'all can see, I be doing the knowledge of any and everything, man. I do the knowledge of any and everything, and I connect all the dots, man, because you connect all of this stuff, man. All of this stuff, I can connect it some way, shape, or form, man. So I study everything. As we break down Islam, man, I study life around me. Like, I study life around me. That's what I do, man. So I study everything. I study everything because it's all connected. You know what I'm saying? Rob May, K Reno, definitely one of the best. He's one of the ghosts to me. Tay, there you go. See, you neutralize it. See, you say you woke up hungry, but instead of eating, I put my headphones in and started cleaning. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It's definitely easier to fast when you're busy. So that's why I tell people, man, when you fast, and that's the thing, though, it's almost like an oxymoron. You want to be busy when you fast, but you don't want to fast on a day where you got to like work for it. Like if you want to fast on your day where you ain't really got to have too many obligations, but you do want to stay busy. That's the oxymoron. So I tell people, man, when you fasting, man, just occupy your time with some activities that don't require a lot of physical strength, you know, initially. But then the more you fast, you'll be able to, man, I can work out, I can run, I can do all type of stuff when I fast now. But initially, when you new to fasting, you ain't gonna be able to do any of that. You ain't gonna be able to work out, you ain't gonna be able to do anything. So you wanna distract yourself. All knowledge, man, that's the degree. Easily led in the wrong direction. I remember I broke that down some months ago on the stream, but I'm just put it on stream, man. Everybody know what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. Peace to the guys in Earth. Y'all know what it is when y'all start seeing the 85, 10, and the 5. Y'all know what it is. We ain't even gotta go there. We ain't even got to go there. We just put that on the screen. Y'all know what it is. Q the Saint. Peace. Thunder for sure enhances the logic 100% of the time. And that now I understand that. Back then I was like, it don't make sense. But it helps with like critical thinking and just all of that. Like the math that you think is not useful, very useful, man. It helps with critical. They just help you think. It helps you think, man. It keeps the mind sharp. It helps prevent things like dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. It's keep the mind sharp. So you may think it's useless. Whole while your brain is appreciating that because again, the brain's a muscle. You don't use it, you lose it. You know what I'm saying? And math definitely helps you use your brain. All right, so Just, you got a question here. Question: when you see a person, you believe them. What do you think is the obstacle concerning the believing part? All right, here we go. So let me, if I'm understanding this question correctly, I'm gonna break it down according to my understanding of the question. So when you see a person, you believe them. Now, believe them in regards to what? Just, I may ask that because if I see a person and I don't know anything about the person, there is nothing for me to believe about said individual. But if I've had countless interactions with a person and they have given me things to go off of, then I no longer have to believe the individual. I know based off of the ways and actions of this person and the things that they have shared with me, the things that they have showed with me, I know based off of all of those things and the study of patterns, how this person will respond or move or act or think and all of that. So believe in regards to what? So you say when you see a person, you believe them. So I might need for you to elaborate on that part. Because when I see a person initially, like there's nothing for me to believe because I don't know anything about the person. And I guess you could probably say, like, when people share things with you, or they tell you things, they could be lying. So it's all about you basically believe in what they are telling you. So if you're talking about it in that sense, then again, all we got is that. So all you can go off of is what somebody is telling you and what somebody is showing you. At that point, like I said, belief is out the window. You going off of what they have shown you. If they have shown you to lie, then that's their fault, because that's all I got. That's all I got to go off of. If you give whatever you give me, that's what I have to go off of. So if you lying, if you backstabbing, if you betraying and doing all of that, that's what I have to go off of. If that ain't the real you, my bad, but you shouldn't have given me that. You shouldn't have given me that. You shouldn't have given me that data, man. You shouldn't have showed and proved to me that you are a liar, that you are a thief. Like that's what your ways and actions demonstrate. So that's what I'm gonna go off of. You already demonstrated that you are not a trustworthy individual, so that's what I'm gonna go off of. So again, when somebody shows you who they are, and people gonna do it, when somebody shows you who they are, at that point, man, it's time to accept that reality. You can either accept that reality, or you could be like, all right, they showed me who they are, but they subject to change. So you have one or two options. You accept what it is that they are showing you, or you say, okay, I'm gonna give them chances to evolve, chances to change. I see potential in this person. And then after that, that's on you. Whatever comes from you, from you accepting that perspective, whatever comes from that is on you. Because that person showed you that they weren't trustworthy. But if you say, okay, they showed me they weren't trustworthy, but I'm gonna give them a chance to change. If they don't change after that, it's on you. That's on you. Knowledge Metu Netter, man. I got several volumes of the Metu Netter. I forgot which volumes I got. I gotta find them joints. I got like volume 5, volume 3. Hard to get them joints. But I got a few volumes of the Metu Netter, man. Yeah, that's some powerful joints. I think I got the one about meditation. The one about meditation, like longevity, something like that. I got that joint. I got a few other ones. FSW, you already know Khalid Muhammad is that man. That's that guy. FSW, I have not read it yet. I gotta tap into that. That's definitely on my bucket list. That's definitely on my bucket list for sure. Airview, what's crazy? You say, do I play chess? What's crazy, man? My pops put me on chess way back in the day. I'm talking about when I was a youngin. I ain't been playing it, man. As an adult, I have not tapped into chess, man. I got to get back on it though. But my pops put me on it back in the day, man. And then I just never really been playing it. Okay, just all right, got you. Okay, here we go. Got you now. Now I can answer that. A person has shown you they can't be trusted as a friend, lover, business partner, etc. I'm wondering if it is an issue with me accepting that this is who they are. Not an issue at all. Not an issue at all. If anything, you doing yourself a favor by doing that. They showed you that they can't be trusted. And that's one of them ones where it's hard to give a person a second chance on that one. They showed you that they cannot be trusted. You have accepted that. That's good for you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Yeah, nothing is wrong with that. Yeah, Justice, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And Tay, yeah, you say you want to continue seeing the good in people. Yep, that's a lot of people's problem. That's not mine anymore. I don't care about seeing the good in people. No longer. I no longer like that. No longer concerns me. Nope. No longer concerns me. When people do bad, I'll be like, dang, that's not shocking. Not shocking at all. That didn't shock me. That didn't surprise me. But yep, most people want to continue seeing the good in people, man. That's what most people want to do. I can't believe such and such with. That's your problem. You thought such and such was incapable of being wicked. That's your problem. Shouldn't think that. And Naya say it definitely keeps you safe, man. You got them guards up. You know what I'm saying? When you boxing and you let your guards down, them all headshots. You know what I'm saying? So in life, that's how you gotta look at it. When you let your guard down, you opening your man. That's all headshots. It's traumatizing. It's traumatizing, man. You want to protect the head, man. Keep your guards up. So you gotta look at this like it's boxing, man. Keep your guards up. Keep your guards up. You don't want somebody all headshots, man. Head just wide open. Boom. Lorenzo, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, it's a book, Faith versus Facts. That's a beautiful book. Rob, man, hey, math is fun. Definitely fun and fascinating. Nero, peace. What's happening? QM, peace. Appreciate it. Just, man, I feel like I got that one too, man. I got so many books, man. I be forgetting the books I have, man. I got several of the Matthew Netters. I feel like I got that book, but I don't know. I feel like I got that volume. Bonafide 100% of the time. And that's why I tell people. That's why I'm always focused on myself. I'm not about to sit here and just be criticizing everybody when I still got stuff I need to work on. Like, and a lot of people be doing that. A lot of people be doing that, man. A lot of people be on that. I'm criticize everybody else whole while. I'm a terrible person. I'm criticizing everybody else. That's a distraction from my own problems, from my own wickedness. Oh, just, yep. Hold up. Put down, because I was talking about that. Women, y'all do tend to do that. And I've stated that could be a problem. Look at a person's potential versus the reality. And I don't even, the word potential, really, I don't even too much like that word, because sometimes the women you ain't necessarily looking at the potential of the man. You got this image of what of how you think this man should be and how you think this man should turn out. That might not even be his potential. It's just this whole image, this whole narrative that you done created in your mind based off of this individual. Like, you got this whole image of how you think this dude should turn out, what he should do with his life. That may not even be the direction that he wants to travel in. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I see that. So a lot of times I see a sister, she might meet a brother that she physically attracted to, and she just, in her mind, she done created this whole life for this dude. And this dude may not want to do anything that she done created in her mind that he should do. And she'll be like, well, I see the potential in him. No. You got this image in your mind of this man. You got a certain way that you want this man to be and turn out. That may be in total opposition to his plans for himself. So that's just, at that point, it's a false reality and not even potential. You look at a brother, you physically attracted to this brother, and now you about to create scenarios in your mind. Like, well, if this brother just did this, if he do this, if he do that, then he'd be okay with me. He'd be good. This would be good. Oh, wow, this brother may not be striving to make any of those changes. So it's a false reality sometimes versus reality. It ain't even potential. Sometimes it's a false reality. Y'all done created this image of a brother in your head, and it ain't got anything to do with reality, his potential, none of that. You just like what you see, and you just want him to turn out a certain type of way because you like what you see. And sometimes, man, I've seen that happen a lot of times. Oh, Solo T40, man, I done brought that book to the surface a few times on my stream, but that's one of my favorite books. That's one of my favorite books, Homosexuality and the Feminization of African Males. Baruti, that's the author, man. That's one of my favorite books. When people start talking about there is no agenda to feminize the black man, I go to that book. That's my book. That's my go-to book for that particular agenda. And everybody that talks about it not being agenda, I simply bring that book up And how many of those people that y'all see in here attack me when I say it's an agenda, how many of y'all think they read the book? None of them. They never read the book. See, that's the thing. It's always funny, man, when these people, when you start pointing out things to these people, when you start bringing up books and all that type of stuff for these people to read, and they never read it. They never read the joint. But they claim we ignorant. They claim we ignorant. I bring up books to these people, man, and they don't go out their way to get the book and read the book. I say, man, listen, we ain't just coming up with some of the stuff that we saying. We are researching, we are studying, we are reading books on a particular subject matter. So when we say it's an agenda out here, we ain't just making this up. We ain't just get this in a dream. No, we study. We studying. So if you're not willing to read the books that I read to come to the conclusion, then don't criticize. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist. I ain't making this up. I ain't making this theory up. We studying this, man. We studying this. I'll tell you what you say. You say perhaps some people are also unconsciously addicted to the emotion behind being shocked by what people do. 100%. I can definitely agree to that. Definitely a subconscious thing right there. In regards to being shocked by what people do. It's always funny to me when that happens, though. Like, for instance, black people, like when we get gunned down by the cops and stuff like that, people always talk about, or they see me, they see my reaction. And I always have the same reaction. I'm like, I'm not surprised. Or like if they shoot, they gun down a young black man, young black woman, and then they get off. No jail time, no nothing. People like, you ain't angry? I be like, no. I'm like, I expected that. Like, it's not surprising to me. I said, I would have been more surprised if they got time. Like, the fact that they got off, like, that's not surprising me. It's not shocking. So I think people are addicted by it because at the end of the day, we already expect that. A lot of people be saying it. Like, when those situations happen, a lot of people say, man, I expect for them to, you know what I'm saying, they probably gonna get off. And then when it happened, we still act shocked. Like, they gun us down and we be like, man, they probably ain't gonna get no jail time. They probably gonna get off. So you saying this in your mind, and then when it actually happens, then you surprised. But you just said it. Like, when it happened, you like, yeah, they killed us, and they probably gonna get off. And then it happens, and now you shocked. So I can definitely see that. It's an unconscious addiction because it's like that don't even make any sense. You already knew that this was gonna happen, knew that this was a big possibility. Then it happens, and you still shocked. Like, no, when it happens to me, I'm like, yep, I expected that. I saw that coming. Judge Jay, man, don't get me started on books. Like I said, I can, if I did a video on all the books that I've read and recommended, that video would probably be 5 hours long. If that probably be a whole week. FSW, man, I've heard great things about the book. I already know I'm gonna be tapped in. And ooh, you said, what do you think about Louis Farrakhan after Khaled and his falling out? That is a very good question, man. That's a very good question. Like, that's a whole nother video. Like, I still respect a lot of things that Farrakhan says in regards to his speeches, in regards to his message. But I will say, when it comes to my Muslim brothers, when it comes to two people, Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad, that's where I tend to have the most problems with my Muslim brothers. They act like those two can do no wrong, can say no wrong. I do not agree with that. And then some of them, it's like a split. Like, some of them talk bad about Malcolm X and some of them talk bad about Khalid Muhammad due to, you know what I'm saying, the situation, how they left. And that's where I have the most problems. That's where I have the most tension and conflict when it comes to my Muslim brothers. Because I 100% feel like ego was involved almost in both cases. Like, Malcolm X was shining, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Ego, like, Elijah Muhammad ain't too big of a person to where his ego could have affected him. Farrakhan ain't too large of a person to where I feel like he can't be criticized and things like that. So when you tend to criticize them, then now you got to fight with the people that act like they perfect. I don't believe anybody is perfect. Even the people I fool with. Khalid Muhammad wasn't perfect. Malcolm X wasn't perfect. Fred Hampton wasn't perfect. All the people that I fool with, they were not perfect. So why can't I point out some flaws in your leaders and things like that? So the moment that you following something where you act like a person can do no wrong, I always have a problem with that. And that's where I've had most of my problems when it comes to Muslim brothers. Like, it may be some things I don't agree with how Farrakhan moved and handled the situation. Then when you address it, they ready to chop your head off. Ready to chop your head off. Bonafide. Most of the time, that's what it is. Like, it really don't even be the actual potential of that person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like I said, it's just what we think that the person should do. It's like, nah, chop it up with the person to see what their plans are, and then see if they actually putting those thoughts into motion. That's potential. But we be creating false realities in our mind. Like, nah, we need to stop doing that. And that's what it is. And that's what it is. And that be the problem. You know what I'm saying? I tell my clients, I can't want you to be healthier than you want to be for yourself. It's not gonna work that way. Like, you gotta want to be healthy. Like, I can see the potential in you all day. I can say, man, if you just put in the work, you know what I'm saying? If you eat right, then your body will transform according to that reality. I can see that all day, but that may not be the reality that you see for yourself. You may just be lazy, man. You may just don't care to work out. You may just don't care to eat right. But in my mind, it's like, man, if you just eat right and you just do this work, put in the work, your body will transform. That's the reality I see for you. That may not be the reality that you see for yourself. And I can't force my reality on you. I can't force how I see you on you. It's how do you see yourself at the end of the day that matters. Hey, Thunder, yeah, yeah, man. It's like when people see me probably on here, and then they see me when I'm training people, man. They probably think I'm a sociable person. No, sir. No, man. Yeah, he just react and reject. We are real reactionary, man. We are real reactionary. We are not that proactive out here. We got to be more proactive in regards to our approaches in life. Thunder, peace, my brother. I don't even got time for it. I ain't got time to see the good. And I'm just like, oh, they did what? That's in their nature to do that. So we good. They acting according to the nature. William, I have not read that series. I heard about it, and I'm probably gonna tap into it down the line, but I heard about it. I haven't read the series yet though. Airview. See, you get the sneak this and see that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't have to be like that. G Wiz, very interesting question. I think G Wiz asked one of the most interesting questions of the day. Would you take some jail time for your wife? Very interesting question. What are the allegations here, G Wiz? What I'm saying is what we dealing with. I feel like I'm better suited to deal with that environment than she is. So if it came down to it, I would take it. But I definitely feel like I'm better suited to deal with that situation than she is. But then you gotta, that's a rough scenario, especially when you got like children involved. Like, that's a rough scenario. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm better suited to survive in that environment than she is. I wouldn't want to see her in that environment. I wouldn't want to place her in that environment if I had the power to do so. You know what I'm saying? So if I had the power to do so, like I wouldn't want to see her in that environment. If it came down to me or her, like, all right, one of us got to take this time, I would take the time. Oh, honestly, but it depends. It, like what happened that we got to do the jail time in the first place. But that's it. That's an interesting question, though. Like if I'm any way responsible for the situation, then I'm definitely gonna just take the time, man. If I had something to do, like she wouldn't have been in the situation without my involvement. Then it's like, man, I gotta take that. I gotta take the L. I take the time for that. Sneaky, they would definitely wasn't ready for it. Definitely need it though. Black social media, peace. What's happening? Hey, Judge, hey, Body Electric. I know about that joint. Hey, Airview, man, it is what it is. I'm telling you, people probably think I'm a sociable person, but I'm not. I got two, like I'm sociable here, and I'm sociable in the gym when I'm training. Not when I'm working out. The difference between when I'm training people and I'm working out. I'm working out. Do not bother me. Don't talk to me. Don't say nothing I don't like. Don't move at a slow pace. Because now you tapping into my like this is my meditation. So I feel like you don't do that. Like you work out with me, you gotta be quiet, you gotta put in his work and just be quiet. Black social media, peace, peace, appreciate that. Hey, guys, that's what I'm saying. Like, what landed us in jail? Gee whiz, where you at? You gotta elaborate. What then got us to the point where we got to get locked up? In the first all, one of us got to get locked up. What happened? Who killed somebody, man? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know the story behind this question. I ain't about to just volunteer jail. Like I just go get locked up. Like no. So what happened? William, yeah, I'm gonna have to tap into it though. I guarantee I can imagine it was considered controversial. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap into it though. But I've seen it. I just haven't tapped into it though. Yeah, 1984 that joint. Then it's a book called New World Order. Get that book. That book was letting y'all know that what's happening now. Like some of that stuff that was in that book written way back in the day. A lot of it is happening now. It's in that book. So that's another book too. Cal, I'm telling you, boy. I tell when I tell y'all I got a social battery, and that mug, it don't take much for that mug to die. Like for real, man. For real. For real, man. But I keep talking about doing a whole stream pertaining to books that I recommend. I've yet to do that joint, man. But one day I may finally do that, man. Just books that I recommend. I'll have to break that joint down by like subject matter or something. Because I got way too many that I recommend. Okay, air view. There we go. We got one scenario right there. We got one scenario, but like I said, man, it just depends on what it is, man. But I feel like I'm more suited to handle that environment, you know. So that's the only way I can look at it. If it boils down to it, man, you just gonna have to. I'm gonna just take the L. Like if it's, you know what I'm saying. Oh, sneaky. I ain't never. I listen. Forget all that. I ain't trying to be a better person according to society. I'm good. Society gonna view me how they want to view me anyway. No matter how hard I try to be a better person in their eyes. Like, nah. naturally, I'm a good person, so I just move according to my true nature. So I ain't out to prove nothing to society. I ain't out to prove anything to these folks out here, man, the deaf, dumb, and blind, as we call it. I'm good. I am good on that. Master Tube, it's still happening. We got some things that we had to deal with this year though, but for sure it's happening next year, man. For sure, man. We was talking about it earlier. Not earlier, but probably like a month or two ago. But it was some things that happened, man. Like one of my family members that was gonna help me put it together, she had got COVID and whatnot, man. She had got it real bad. So like that was a hindrance right there. So I was like, you know what? This just ain't the time. So it's definitely still gonna happen, man. A little festival, it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. FSW, man, it depends on what you going to school for, like whatever it is that you want to do. Because hey, I ain't college wise, man. I went to a straight Catholic college at the end of the day, so I ain't the best. I don't think I can get the best advice on that, but it's all about whatever it is you want to do with your life, man. Just utilize that to help your people. So it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? If you need a piece of paper, it essentially don't matter where you get it from. Long as you utilize that, long as you utilize the skills and everything that you learn from it to benefit your people. So it almost don't matter where you get it from, just as long as you utilize it in a righteous manner. So I need to know what it is you're striving to do with your life. So what is it that you're going to school for? Like, what's the purpose for the schooling? And then I can give you advice based on that. You know, so at the end of the day, man, if we got to be caught within this system in regards to education, and like if I need that piece of paper, then I'm gonna have to enroll in one of their universities. So at that point, it's bigger than me. So I got to look at the bigger picture. So I need this piece of paper. I got to enroll in their university. Boom, I'm gonna enroll in one of these universities. I'm gonna use this piece of paper to do something to benefit my people. That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to look at it. But y'all, with that being said, man, I got to go ahead and prepare myself to deal with these clients. You know what I'm saying? Got to create these little workouts, all that type of good stuff, man. So this was a nice little stream right here, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in, tuning in. I'm on the roll, man. I done been inspired to converse and build lately. So I done been streaming. I don't know. I think I just streamed about 4 or 5 days in a row. It is what it is, man. Knowledge is infinite. We always got something that we can talk about. So again, like I said, knowledge is infinite, man. But I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the donations, all the questions, all that good stuff, man. I may tap in with y'all again tomorrow. I don't know, man. Tomorrow gonna be a busy day for your boy. So if I don't tap in, don't y'all be mad at me, man. I'm gonna try to give y'all a dose of the positivity and the empowerment tomorrow. But if not, bear with me, man. I'm gonna probably tap in with y'all Saturday. So y'all enjoy the rest of this Thursday, man. Y'all get y'all some healthy foods in, get y'all some rest. I'm out. Try to catch y'all tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely Saturday. Be easy, y'all. Peace.